And it's at that point when people can often start to doubt yourself. And I say this all the time. You saw the online business and you made a decision to get involved. It's exciting. It's an exciting time. There is a process to making it work. And as a result, people think they're not good enough to be in the industry when ultimately, a lot of the time, it's the industry letting good people down.
Welcome to the John McLauchlan Podcast.
Welcome to the John McLauchlan Podcast. I'm John McLauchlan, and in this episode, we're going to talk about what to do when you don't know what to do. And what I mean by that is if you're brand new to the online business industry, there's a lot of things that you're going to learn very quickly. And that's what this episode is about. So, first thing I want to talk about is when you get started in an online business. It's exciting. Don't get me wrong. It's an exciting experience to not just to make the decision to get involved in an online business, but also to know that, yesterday you were in your job, then you came across something that kind of appealed to you because you want to better your circumstances. You saw the online business and you made a decision to get involved. It's exciting. It's an exciting time. Don't get me wrong. But what you've got to do is you've got to understand that there is a process to making it work. And most people don't go through that process. They don't really understand the process and they don't know what is in front of them and the hurdles you've got to get over. And as a result, people think they're not good enough to be in the industry when ultimately, a lot of the time, it's the industry letting good people down because they're not meeting their expectations. They're not telling people exactly what you need to do to build a business. Okay, a lot of people are in business to get people's money. Unfortunately, there's a lot of really good, honest, decent people out there, principle-centered people who will show you exactly what you need to know. And then there's the other type of marketing where people just want your money, and that's unfortunately a big thing about this industry. Okay, so let me talk about the two things people go through. There's an emotional roller coaster that goes on. If you're brand new in the industry, if you just got involved and you're excited and then suddenly you've hit your first roadblock, you might think your world's fallen apart because you've built up this wonderful expectation of this future online business that you're going to build, and suddenly you've got this roadblock and it's like, well, how do I get over this? Okay, or maybe you're suffering with your third roadblock thinking this was going to be it. Okay. First of all, let's talk about tech. The technical aspects of building an online business you need to understand some level of technical proficiency, or you need to have some kind of all right, let me start again. There's got to be a process of understanding the tech. Because what I always say is that when you have the skills to be able to put that tech together in a very basic way, then you have the ability to fish for yourself. All right, this is something we're going to talk about in a future show. But in terms of a tech, it's actually the easiest part. Okay, and I should know because I'm not a technical expert in any respects. The way that I do tech usually is that I will do tech. I will do a process, I will understand the process, I'll come back to the process when I need to do it again in 2 months' time and completely forgotten what I did previously. And I have to go through the whole process again. And then maybe after the sixth or seventh time of doing it, maybe I'll get it. But every time I have to come back to a source and I have to learn how to do the tech pretty much all the time, okay, for stuff that is slightly more advanced because I'm more focused on the marketing side, okay. So in terms of the tech, simple, keep it really, really simple and have something where you can send audiences to get your leads, to develop customers with a very basic customer acquisition process, a sales funnel, okay? So there's that to get over. So what we do is we put loads and loads of effort into doing this tech, into building up the tech, into thinking that we have to put complicated systems together, sophisticated systems, because sometimes, let me tell you if this is you, some people think the more sophisticated the funnel is, the more it will make up for our lack of confidence. Yeah? Okay? Let's make it really good and snazzy and put all the bells and whistles on. Let it, it'll take us 3 or 6 months to put this funnel together, but it'll be great because it will be making up for our lack of confidence, and it doesn't work that way. Okay? So get something together, get it basic. If you're just getting started, real simple, real straightforward, done, move on. Okay. Now here's where the emotional roller coaster comes in sometimes, is because we get the tech done and we open our doors to our shop. It looks great and we go, we've done it. We've opened the shop, and you then go, okay, it's been day one of opening the shop. It's taken me 3 months to get this far. What's happened? Nothing. I've got no leads. I've got no sales. I've got no likes. Okay, what's going to happen? And it's at that point when people when you can often start to doubt yourself. And I see this all the time when it comes to a lot of the comments on YouTube and a lot of the things that I see. Hey John, I've been doing this business now for a month. I'm not getting any traction. No one's really, I haven't made any sales. What do I do? Okay. And that is when someone has gone up, they've joined the company, the emotional roller coaster goes up, they get excited, okay, they start sending out emails, they start doing a bit of marketing, they don't get any responses, and they drop. Okay, it's like a sugar rush, and then suddenly a depletion. Okay, you get these highs and these lows. Okay, and you can see it all the time with the comments that you get coming in. As an online business owner, you're going to want to get access to some of the best information you can find, and that's why I put together the Online Business Roadmap. It's all about setting up your online business in the right way to get everything set up and completed in a weekend. In Module 1, getting off to a fast start. In Module 2, we talk about the 3 essential elements to get into profits quickly. So Module 3 is one of the big takeaways with this course. We have our residential behavioural scientist, Jules Reed, and she talks about most of the common things that people struggle with. Imposter syndrome, about yes, you do have things to share as a beginner, procrastination, staying focused, and achieving success as a new or an existing online business owner. Go to the link below, click it, and you can get access to this course for absolutely free. In addition to that as well, you'll also get access to all the free courses within McLauchlan Academy. These are not free courses in disguise. You will get a ton of value from these courses. So go to the link below, follow the instructions, and I'll see you in the inside. Back to the show. So here's what you want to be doing, okay? When it comes to building an online business where you don't know what to do, okay, first of all is be consistent, and when you open the doors to your shop, what you've got to think of is put your mind into the mind of your leads and your future customers. All right, forget about you. Most people are thinking about themselves. Why aren't I getting any leads? Why aren't I getting any sales? Okay, forget about that. What's your audience doing? What do they want? Okay, and most people don't give it any consideration because they're just following what the person that's sold them the product to do. So if you think about what is your audience doing, and market to them in their position and their situation, then that's when you're going to start gaining some kind of traction. Okay, this is why we go through that process of build a customer avatar. Okay, and I know most people I remember the very first session I ever gave when I started doing live masterminds. Okay, everyone was there, really excited to find out what the secrets of marketing were. And I said, right, who's your customer avatar? And in a lot of people's faces, it was like, some people were like, what a customer avatar? Some people were like, not this nonsense again. I'm sick of these masterminds where people are just talking about nonsensical, mystical customer avatars that don't exist. What a load of nonsense. Just give me the information and give me it now. Okay, and that was what a lot of people were doing. But if you don't understand who the people you're talking to, then you're never going to resonate with anybody. Okay, so you've got to think about that. Think about your audience and take yourself out of the equation. Make your audience the hero of what you're doing. Okay, and the more you do that, then the more people will resonate with your message. Now, the other thing is, as a beginner, what do you do as a beginner when you market your stuff? Okay. And there's one thing I bang on about all the time, and that is documenting your own journey. Okay. We said a little while ago that most people, we use the word dither. They procrastinate, and they will do a lot of research about joining an affiliate marketing company, or about joining a network marketing company, or making a decision as a beginner. There is a lot of hesitation because people need to answer their own reservations. So for somebody who's in that process, for someone who has gone through the process, gone through the research, made the decision to start with this particular company, people are really, really, really interested about why. Why did you make that decision? Because if they're on a similar trajectory, if they're on a similar path to you, they're gonna know about you, and they're gonna know your story, and they're gonna know everything that you say, having gone through that process, is the absolute truth. Okay, 100% genuine and authentic. And they're going to resonate with that. Okay. Now, as a beginner, in your mind, you might think you've got nothing to share. You might think, well, you may well have no confidence about building a business because it's all brand new to you. Okay. You look at the horizon and you say, well, there's nothing there. There's no previous experience. So what have I got to give that's of any value? And I'm going to tell you that what you've got to give of value is gold dust to people who are just thinking about getting started. Okay, so that's something else, is documenting your journey. And the way that you do it is simple. Okay, every day you get up and you do something in your business. And this is another thing about beginners. What do you do when you don't know what to do? And a lot of people, they'll get up, they go, okay, I've got to document my journey. What am I going to talk about? Well, I got up this morning, I brushed my teeth, I went to work. And work was a bit crap, so then I came back and then I put the telly on, and then so the next day they go, well, document my journey. What did I do? Well, I didn't do anything yesterday. You've got to do stuff, okay? And this kind of goes part and parcel with personal development. You know, people getting the books out, and you know what we used to say, get the books and the tapes. Okay, it's no point reading the books and listening to the information and buying training courses if you're not going to expedite what they say in those courses, because it's not going to work. You know, it's like going to the gym and just watching people on treadmills. It's not going to work. So you've got to expedite the process. You've got to go through that process. And for some people, that process can take you outside of your comfort zone. But when you think about it, it's actually within your comfort zone, because if you've gone through the process of maybe sending your first email, signing up to your first company, you know, getting your first sales funnels done, you've done it, and all you're doing is documenting on what you've done. So therefore, you know, by virtue of the fact that you are inside your comfort zone and you're just documenting what you've already done, video and documenting your journey gets difficult when you start trying to hoodwink people, and when you're trying to lie, or when people lie on video about what you think or what they think their audiences want to hear. That's when the problems come in. And that's why this industry it's a funny old beast, this industry. You know, it's very similar to martial arts. Okay, I was, you know, I don't know if you can see behind me, I've got a picture of me doing a few little martial art moves and things from my career. I've been doing this for martial arts for 40 something years. And martial arts, very much like the online business industry, develops intelligent, capable people. But by the same token, it also attracts crazy people. And these crazy people get on videos and they put out videos talking complete and utter nonsense to what is otherwise a vulnerable and impressionable audience who believe what they say. And this is what we've got to look at. So the tide is changing. between that happening and people being completely authentic. People now, they understand more, particularly with, the 2020 thing where everybody was at home, okay, and people got online and they understood, they developed that craft of being able to resonate or identify non-verbal communication. And people knew the difference between somebody who was genuine on video, online, on a video, and somebody who isn't authentic and genuine. And you've got to be completely genuine. So you've got to go through the process. You've got to learn something, apply it into your business, or do something with it, and then go ahead and document it to your audience. And that's where we are. So number one, you get your sales process complete, okay? And again, keep it dead simple. The simpler that you can do your process, the easier it is. Because the easier it is for you to be able to teach it, the easier it is for your audience to understand it. If you talk about convoluted sales funnels and being able to do advanced technical stuff, okay, people are not going to be captivated by that. What they're going to be captivated by is, hey, my name's Dave. I'm brand new to this industry. Today I sent my first email. Let me show you the software that I used, and let me show you the actual email that I sent. Okay, because this and show you results. Okay, I sent this email yesterday. I sent it out to 3 subscribers, and then today I got 1 person reply, and we'll just see how things go. Okay. Now, for most beginners, looking at that, is that within the realms of what is possible for them? And the answer is yes, of course it is. Okay. But if you suddenly come on and you say, "Hey, my name's Dave," little bit less authentic. I've just started a sales funnel yesterday. I got 3,000 subscribers, and now I'm on the road. Okay, do you want to join me in my business? Because I know what I'm doing and I can teach you how to do the same. Which is what, unfortunately, the angle that most people take. And it's not genuine. And people know it's not genuine. And it's almost like you're in the room where everyone knows that the whole thing smells and no one's saying anything. And everyone's just being nice and polite. Okay, thank you very much. And you never hear from people again. Okay? So be genuine, be authentic. And that's the way to do it. So there we go. This industry, I will say, is an emotional roller coaster, particularly when you get going. Because when you get going, when you first join the industry, you're vulnerable, and you're also susceptible to the underhand marketing that goes on. And what I mean by that, and this is something else you want to be looking out for, is if you're using, let's say you're doing video like I teach, document your journey, be authentic, just be completely transparent and put your stuff out there. Be consistent, go. Okay. Now the underhand tactics would be, are you trying to do genuine, authentic videos? And you'd be like, yeah. Well, that's why you're not getting results, because you need to be using XYZ products. And you go, okay, let me have a look at that. Okay. And now those types of adverts are designed to keep you completely unhinged. And if you get into that spiral, you'll go from one product to the next product to the next product. Okay. And sometimes this is because of that destabilization type technique, or sometimes it's because you're looking for the next dopamine hit, because what you've done isn't working and you want to feel like you felt when you first joined up because you were excited. Now the other thing to look out for is taking the path of least resistance. And if I said AI to you right now, you would probably go, okay, yeah, I know many people doing AI, and AI is quite popular. But AI right now, I'm not talking about AI specifically here. Okay, I want to use that for another episode. However, people will take the path of least resistance. And if you're struggling with video, if you're struggling with whatever marketing strategy that you decided on, that you decided on first off, and it's not working for you, then rather than just make it work by learning your craft, you're going to go in search of the least path of resistance. You're going to look for automated videos or faceless videos or something along those lines. Okay, so you don't want to do that. You always want to be thinking, how can I improve? How can I be better? And how can I best serve my audience to the best way possible to give them what they want to get the results for themselves? And the final thing I will talk about when it comes to what to do when you don't know what to do is something that I know that you've got right now. Watching this podcast, everybody has this, and it's relying on your own gut instinct. If someone tells you to do something, and if you're brand new and you're looking at doing videos, it's going to take you out of your comfort zone because you're putting yourself out there. It feels vulnerable. I mean, talking to a camera in itself is quite strange, particularly when there's nobody else in the room, but you get used to it. Okay, but when you record yourself and then you go and upload yourself on social media and all the different social media channels and wherever you do video, that is going to be on there forever, and it can seem vulnerable, but it is the most direct way to market. So here's what I'm going to say. When somebody is teaching you a technique, when you're thinking about doing a particular marketing strategy for yourself, just study it and then take a step back and look at the big picture. And you've got to ask yourself, is what I'm doing in a line with me as a person, as an individual, as a human being? Does it really resonate with me? What I mean is you. And if it does, and it feels good, then you're on the right track. Okay. Now, what if there's some blurred lines here? Because what I don't want to do is mislead you and say going outside your comfort zone may well make you feel that way. So you've got this decision to make as, yes, this is the right decision for me, but I appreciate it's difficult getting over that hurdle. Let me give you an example. Many years ago, 2015 I think it was, I went over to Texas. It's when Facebook Lives first came out, and I was at a high level meeting over there, marketing meeting. It was great. I was doing loads of videos, I was doing loads of networking, really successful. But at that time I said, I'm going to do a Facebook Live. And I don't know if you know about me, but I'm a filmmaker. I like to do well-produced videos. Slightly less of a production input now because people just want the information. But by the same token, I like to rely on the editing. And Facebook Lives was something that took me completely out of my comfort zone. And I remember doing. I haven't got the prop here. Okay, this is my phone. Okay, prop. So I'm in Texas. It's a great location. I'm surrounded by 6 and 7 figure marketers, and the recorded videos were perfect. The Facebook Lives, I just bottled out because it was completely out of my comfort zone. Okay, and I'm there on my phone, and I'm putting all the details in, and the live button was down here. Okay, and I went, I'm like this. Oh. Dare I do it? And you know what? I didn't do it. I bottled out, and it was. I thought, how gutless am I to do that? Okay, and obviously since I've done loads of different lives, and it's just second nature now. Okay, but back then, it was a big thing. So don't confuse that. Well, John says it doesn't feel right, between not feeling right and being misaligned with your principles to being aligned with your principles, but just taking yourself out of that comfort zone. Okay. My maths teacher, okay, Mr. McCormack, when I was in the third year of school, and he sort of specialised in maths, and he said, look, when you're doing your sums, you're going to be zoomed in, focused in on doing the calculations. Okay, when you've done your calculations, zoom back out again and look at the big picture. And just look, does it look right? Does it feel right? Because if you've done your calculations right and it looks and it feels right, then you're going to be on track. If some of those elements are out, then chances are you're going to be maybe slightly wrong, slightly off. Does it feel right for me? No, it doesn't feel right for me. I feel awkward doing this because it's not aligned with my principles and the human being I am, then it's not right. Okay. And it's a real simple principle. And that comes down to many things in life and many things in business about, are you promoting the right product? Because that is a big impact. There's all these people telling me that this is a great product, but I looked at the product and it makes me feel a little bit sick. Okay? There's a lot of things out there that make me feel sick because a lot of people are promoting it, and I know some products are absolute complete nonsense and I would never promote them. And if you're looking at a product, and even though it's got the social proof of people who you might respect and trust, okay, always go back on your gut instinct, because as a beginner, that's really all you've got, okay, until you start to gain traction and gain experience in your industry, in your field. And let me tell you, when you rely on your gut instinct, you'll make better decisions in life, because a lot of people don't, okay? And I'll tell you that from being a police officer about just relying on that gut instinct, because it's your survival mechanism kicking in. So remember those three things when you're brand new in the industry. Number one is trust your gut instinct. It will never let you down. Number two is document your journey. Do something in your business, tell your audience about it, be 100% authentic, and just keep it real, okay? And people will resonate, and you will get to know, or your audience will get to know, like, and trust you as well. And remember that this industry is a roller coaster. It's an emotional roller coaster when you're brand new. As long as you know that and you're prepared for that and you're prepared to put the work in, okay, 6 months, 12 months, you will change your circumstances for the better permanently, because you're going to build skills and you're going to build knowledge that will be with you for life. All right, so if you want some more information, I've just put together a brand new academy called McLauchlan Academy. And as a beginner, this is perfect. As somebody who is more advanced, this is perfect as well. We have lots of different articles, how-tos in relation to building an online business. We have a section there called the Funnel Academy, which is designed to help you put converting sales funnels together, and you can also access done for you funnels in there as well. And every online business needs a swipe file. We've got a comprehensive swipe file on funnels that have been converting. I've back engineered them to show you exactly how they work, and with lots of elements in there, including copywriting, video marketing. It goes on. It's pretty substantial. If you want to get there, have a look at the link just below. It's called McLauchlanacademy.com. If you've enjoyed this, I really appreciate you subscribing to the channel. A lot of people who are on the channel right now are not subscribed. So if you give us a subscribe, as soon as you come in, give us a thumbs up. And if you've got any questions, just drop me a comment just below. We'll talk soon. We'll see you on the next episode. Bye for now.